for Team Overgrown. All right, I want to introduce you to the designer for Team Overgrown, Julian Cordova. And the programmer, Chris Mendell.
Hi, so I'd like to introduce my team first. Chris Mendell is our programmer. And additionally on our team was Lexi Roth, Theo Brock, Zach Holditch, and Cole Muller. Also working on the piece, this was an original composition by Mufuka. She's here with us tonight. Why don't you come on down to the stage? And also playing the viola for the piece was Sage Guice.
So Julian, as you just said, this is your composer, the composer for the piece. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your process working on an original piece of music and creating the lighting for it, which is a little bit unique from what some of the other pieces have been.
Yeah, we started our process in August, and initially I was more of a director, kind of, in the way that we talked about the piece, and I'd give ideas and descriptions for these two different ideas of nature and industrialism, and words to describe them and how they sound and feel. And Hannah, if you want to speak more on your involvement in creating the music.
Yeah, it was really important to me to let him have that role as a director. I feel like lighting designers often are working to something already made, and it was nice to make something for him. And yeah, once he had decided that he wanted to have this idea of industrialism infiltrating on nature, I was like, okay, let's pick a natural instrument, let's pick the viola, and let's continuously manipulate it by turning into scents over time.
Awesome. Well, I recommend you a great collaboration. I think it's a beautiful piece of music and beautiful lighting, so great work. So another role you had in this project was part of the plot team for Photona, along with Noel. So why don't you tell us a little bit what it's like to take the wants and needs of a whole bunch of different designers and to create a rig that makes everybody mostly happy.
Yeah, for sure. Noel and I started this process in early October. And for those who don't know, a plot is like the blueprints for everything that's on stage and outlines where all the lights go, where all the truss goes, and we put that on our computer, software called Vectorworks that drafts it all out. And yeah, it was a lot of meetings. It was a lot of, creating something and then showing it to the rest of our class, and they're like, no, this can't work, no, this is ugly, stupid. And then we fix it, and now it looks beautiful. And yeah, it's just a constant process of negotiating, we need more lights here, this can't be possible with, the limitations of the space, and that process until we get to a final result that's on stage.
Excellent. So we have time for one or two questions from the audience. Do we have any questions out here? All right, up here, Theo.
As someone who designed both part of the plot and a piece, what are some of the requirements that, as a team, you had to work through to maintain a theme and work together and maintain a cohesive vision throughout?
Yeah. As far as sticking to a consistent theme, I don't know if we really kept that in mind. It was a lot of our work and the inspiration that I took into drafting was from Photonas of previous years. I feel like it's such a unique thing that we do here to have a show like just with lights, and there's not much else out there like it. A lot of the research imagery was also from concert rigs and video design, and that's mostly what inspired it. Since this year's theme is a little loose, it was a little hard to kind of specifically cater to like that overall thematic kind of design, if that makes any sense.
Excellent. So we're actually running short on time. So I'm going to thank you, Julian, Chris, and Hannah, and we're going to move along. All right?